good. My brothers, I just wanted to take a quick moment to talk about my shirt. It's called REBOOT, which is a trauma recovery program. And it is an awesome program. It is unlike anything else out there because it's not medicine-based. It's not completely, you know, just VA, get your ticket punched, and once a month counseling. It is weekly instruction, and it's on a faith-based program. This one is called Combat Recovery. There is a section designed for veterans. There's a section designed for police officers, firefighters, all kinds of victims of different trauma. There is a REBOOT trauma recovery for you if you need some help, man. What another great, glorious day here in Tennessee. Welcome, my brothers. Bismarck, you ready? He's been begging me for a stick, but he won't bring me one. Now he's not going to go get it. You know, mountain water's a little cold, you know, but he'll be okay down there. You just got to nerve up a little bit. So today, we're going to be talking about the difference in the different BPS knives. So I have here an HK1S, which BPS states is designed for hunting, okay? This one is in the 1066 carbon steel. If you get on the website, each of these knives you can get in carbon steel or stainless steel. So it's up to you. If you carry a ferro rod with the striker, you know, you probably have a little bit easier time getting that stuff to spark with the rod. Just depends on the carbon content. I don't have any of their stainless steel stuff, so I can't really tell you for certain. All right, but again, we have the HK1S designed for game and hunting. Woo, raindrops are coming down. Nope, it's not. It's my dog. We have the BS1, which is an everyday functional camp knife that can just do everything. And man, I love this little knife. It's got an ash handle on it. And dude, it comes mirror polished with 1066 and is so razor sharp right out the box. It's just awesome, man. I really, really love this knife. I love carrying it with me every day. It's fun. It's just fun, you know? You ever have a knife that's just fun to carry around and, you know, whittle on some stuff? So, in size comparison, right? And then lastly, of course, we have the Adventurer, right? Which is a camp knife. And completely capable of doing all your tasks that you need them to do. Every one of them is highly capable. Every one of them can do whatever you need it to do. All three of mine are 1066 carbon steel, all right? They all have Scandi grinds on them. They all come razor sharp. They're all made in Ukraine. These two have walnut handles with the bottom one, the BS1, having an ash handle, right? So let's talk a little bit about some of the differences with what you can do with them, what they're kind of made for, pros and cons. I mean, there's really no cons to any of these knives, but they just have different functions throughout the campsite. I'd also like to give a quick shout out to these guys right here. This is by Sharpal, all right? If you just want a quick sharpener on the go, some guys don't carry a stone. I don't necessarily always carry one, but this is actually a little survivor tool, and it comes with the rod for sharpening fish hooks and serrated blades. You've got a 2-in-1 sharpener here, a coarse sharpener and a fine sharpener. It does have a ferro rod installed on it, and it's got a little whistle on there. So if you get lost in the woods, you can blow on that. And it's not that much bigger than a lighter, so it fits easily in your pocket. I really dig it. I think it was 10 bucks on Amazon. I just think it's something cool to have. So I think what I like most about this HK1S is just its ability to debark stuff so easily, man. And it just follows the curves of the wood, you know. And I think it's that recurved little belly, man. I love that thing. That makes whittling so good. And I bet doing meat with it too has just got to be awesome. So another cool little thing about it is Man, I tell you what, it can drill a hole, bro. So if I choose a little spot here on a stick, just making me a nice little hole in there. No, this is just, I'm just sitting on the creek here, guys. I'm not trying to build you anything crazy, you know. Ain't gonna, I don't know, maybe for a video I should build you a peace pipe. That'd be pretty epic, huh? Tennessee Mountain Peace Pipe. Maybe that'll be my first knife that I make. Tennessee Mountain Peace Pipe. Yeah. It sounds pretty hardcore, right? So as you can see, with that little drop point on the HK1, is it just really burrows in there nice and quick. I mean, whoo, I dig it, you know. It's not too fat. It's kind of a one-sided. It's not like the B1, but you know what? It really does the job when it's turning. That is the HK1. Now the HK1 does just as good a job as the BS1 at sending some sparks down the road, just so you guys can see. Just foolproof, man. What a cool little blade. So, $31 on Amazon. I'm gonna actually put a link on the website to BPS though, because maybe you're left-handed and you want a left-handed sheath. And actually, if you go to the Ukrainian website, they will engrave the blade for you for only $5. And they can actually put a graphic. So maybe you got a company logo or something like that, or a picture of your kid, who knows? You know, they can actually engrave that on there too. And again, that's only $5, I believe. So, and on the website, you can choose between stainless and carbon steel. Hoorah! Man, Bismarck's down there giving me some dirty looks. He's like, Dad, I know you got sticks up there. Why are you not throwing me sticks? And I'm like, well, I am, Bismarck, but you're using all my sticks and you ain't bringing them back. All right, so let's talk about the Adventurer, right? I seem to keep doing so many videos on this knife, and I just can't help myself because I really, really do enjoy it. You know, it's got about a, 5.5 inch handle, I'd say. And the blade's probably, I don't know, that's probably a good, at least a 6-inch blade, you know. Maybe 5.5, we'll say. So, Scandi grind on it. And I just love how sharp it is, how versatile it is. It has a very slight drop point on it. And man, this thing just blasts sparks so easily. That's what impresses me about this knife, is it makes fire starting so infinitely easy compared to some of my big choppers. I will always be a big knife guy at heart. Love big knives, can't lie. And always got one with me. But man, I tell you what, for my wood stuff, I love this, and the price point is awesome. $38, $39, and you can do so much with it. A walnut handle, again, 1066 carbon steel, so it does sharpen very easily. I mean, you can put little patinas on them. You can erase the patinas with Blue Gun, which is a gun bluing. If you get the gun bluing kit, you can erase all this stuff, or you can just sand it off if you want and start over. I kind of like it because when you sharpen, you can see where you're failing at sharpening and how your sharpening's going. You know, as you patina, you get that Scandi grind going again. It really lets you know where the imperfections in your blade are as you're going. I can do all kinds of stuff with this blade too. We can dig holes with it. Will it dig holes? Oh yeah. Yeah, it'll dig hole all right. It'll dig a big hole. It'll dig whatever kind of hole you need it to dig, it's gonna dig, and gonna dig it good. All right. And Man, I've been out here joking around today about this peace pipe thing, and I don't know, man. It kind of started off as a joke, but maybe that could be my my entry level to the game, you know? Oh, wow. So, just burying that hole a little bit deeper, you know? And if you want a size comparison it up to the HK1, there you go. Again, BPS does state that this is more of a hunting knife, designed kind of more for flesh cutting and things, whereas this is an everyday camp knife, and I believe it. I mean, I think you could make it an everyday knife if, you know, you're in an environment in which you're not really scared to, you know, take it everywhere. Which here in the South, you can take a knife anywhere, nobody cares, right? Nobody should care. I carry buoys around too, and, you know, people think it's the norm. It may not be the complete social norm for much longer, but, you know, luckily, in the great southern sovereign state of Tennessee, we are still free. And we have pretty lax gun laws too, as well as lax knife laws. Yeah, which is really cool, man. Knives are so much cooler than guns, dude. Don't get me wrong. I love guns, but knives are just cool. They're primitive. Better get it. Better get it. It's almost gone, boy. Look at him go. Man. You know, so lastly, I have the BS1. I'm probably going to get the B1 too. But I think between all three, honestly, this is probably my favorite. It's the smallest one. But, man, it is so versatile. You know, it's got a, you know, a pretty thick blade for what it is. It's like, I think I measured it at, I don't know, 1.8, 1.9, something like that. Which ain't bad for the size of knife it is. It certainly replaces most of your pocket knives. You can still carry it on your hip and do a little bit of woodwork. It's an ash wood, so it's pretty easy to stain and engrave. I think I'm just gonna, you know, keep mine kind of natural. Bismarck, he gave me a shower. I guess that's what I get. But I really like how they fit into that little finger section right there. You ever take a knife like that and it just fits so good in there, and when you close your hand, it's just, you're grabbing it with your fingers, you know, and you kind of got your palm open. And I really like that in a knife. You know, it depends on what you're doing with it. Now, obviously, if you're doing this fine whittle work and stuff, you know, you kind of want to put your thumb on the back, or, you know, along the back of it. But, man, this little razor sharp blade, I know I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not doing anything cool, guys. I am going to start doing you some different kinds of knife reviews, though. One of my commentators told me last night, he's like, man, you know, we got to get some action going on in these knife reviews, right? And I agree. It's definitely way cooler to see a knife review of somebody doing something. So I think we're going to start doing some things like building some fishing poles, and, you know, some shelters for the big buoys is going to be coming up as well. But this is another good little burrower knife. You know, all these small little pointed knives are like that. Now, you couldn't necessarily call that a spear point. It's not a spear point. It's still a drop point. But that B1 knife, which I don't own yet, is a spear point if you like spear points, which are, again, awesome for burrowing holes. All of this stuff does it for me, though. For your common tasks, you know what I like to do with these knives? I like to carry two. I like to have my Adventurer, and I like to have this little small knife, man. I'll pull this thing out and, you know, make a little sandwich or something, put some cream cheese on a bagel, you know, small stuff like that. And if I just kind of want to sit around and whittle, you know, a little feather stick or something, I can. If I want to make, you know, a little wood salad for my fire that I'm going to get going here in a little while. I don't know if I'm going to get it going. You boys can see the sky. It is, it's going to come down on me here in a little while, but that's okay. I don't mind. Plus, in combination of that, Bismarck is quickly going through all of my sticks today. And he is just not laying off of me. But he's a dog and he's here in the woods with me, so I don't blame him, and I like making him happy, you know? What are you making, Gus? Well, I'm making a dog throwing stick. Now, one thing of note on the BS1, and it's made of the same steel, 1066, so you guys may have to help me out on this, is for whatever reason, it just is not like to send the sparks off of the ferro rod. And the back looks like it's pretty straight. It looks like it's a pretty decent 90-degree straight edge on the back of it. Maybe it has something to do with the carbon content or the mirror polish on it. But you know what? I love this knife, and that doesn't bother me. It doesn't make me want to hate on it or nothing like that. I still think it's cool, and you know, I have this knife for whatever reason. I mean, look how many fires I've started with it. You know, it's just, golly, the way it just sends the sparks so good. Now, unfortunately, I'm probably not going to get a fire for you guys today. Everything around me is wet, and really wasn't the purpose of the video, especially with Bismarck shaking all over me. But I wanted you guys to see in comparison the three knives and why I like to dual carry them, okay? So, hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Now that I've kind of gone through as much of the review stuff as I can on these three, I'm actually going to start doing some cool stuff in the woods, teach you guys how to build a few things. So thank y'all, man. Stay tuned in. I appreciate y'all. Man, you guys want to hear something really awesome today? Is it somebody out there loves you, man? Somebody bigger than all of us that created all of us. They're out there and they are on your side. So no matter what you're fighting in life, if it's addiction, gambling, divorce, betrayal, whatever, man, somebody has your side. And I'm gonna tell you who it is. It's this guy right here, man. He put this as a guide for us to live by, and man, is it freaking wonderful. This is from Psalm 3. Lord, how many are my foes? How many rise up against me? Many are saying of me, God will not deliver him. But you, Lord, are a shield around me, my glory, the one who lifts my head high. I call out to the Lord, and he answers me from his holy mountain. Yes, he does, dude. Always does. I lie down and sleep. I wake again because the Lord sustains me. I will not fear though tens of thousands assail on me from every side. Arise, Lord. Deliver me, my God. Strike all my enemies on the jaw and break the teeth of the wicked. From the Lord comes deliverance. And you know what, boys? He is on our side. He is on your side to get you through it. And all you got to do is get in the Word, man. Read, believe. You know, don't go through it alone, brothers. You reach out to me on my channel, to anybody that you got to, because he's there for you and he loves you. Now, just how awesome is that? Think back to a part of your life when you were completely surrounded by your demons and your enemies and you thought you had no way out, and then all of a sudden, at the last second, something changed, man. You know, maybe you gave him credit for it, maybe you didn't. That's okay. He's there for you. He loves you regardless. Man, it's just a wonderful life we live up here in the mountains. And man, I appreciate all you guys, and I hope y'all keep hanging out with me up here in the woods. Thank y'all so much.